CTV Community Television presents the Focus Program, hosted by Paul Dingeman.
Well, welcome to another edition of the Focus Program. My name is Paul Dingeman. Glad to have you along. We've got four very interesting segments lined up for you today. Lots of things going to be happening for the end of August and the beginning of September that you're going to want to know about. And we're going to begin with a project called Whistles on the Water, which is coming up September the 26th. They say, well, it's a little early to talk about that. Well, it isn't. We've got some guests over the next 3 or 4 weeks that are going to expand upon what happens at Whistles on the Water. And to begin with that is Mr. Michael Grover, the owner, operator, and chief cook and bottle washer of St. Clair Wellness. And along with him is the new trainer and manager. What was the first name again?
Courtney.
Courtney Heilman. Nice to welcome you to the St. Clair Wellness family and to the Focus Program. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
You guys have been involved with Dan Lockwood and the group that puts on Whistles on the Water for numbers of years.
Yes, sir.
And what do you do when you're there? Why would St. Clair Wellness be involved with a whistleblowing contest? Getting off some hot air?
Well, it's just a unique opportunity to get involved with the community, and in particular what the Wellness Center does is we sponsor the picture frames. So everyone gets to go up and pull the rope to blow the whistle.
Right.
And at that time, you get your picture taken.
Right.
Well, then the picture's put into a frame that has the Wellness Center
That's a great idea.
sponsor, and then they get that for free.
I bet you've gone through thousands of those over the 4 or 5 years that...
Yes, sir. Thousands.
I really have, that's a number is a believable number when you see the number of people that come to that event.
Yeah, and it's so much fun, too. Every time the whistle blows, when the freighters come up and down the river, the whistles all have a meaning. And it's interesting, the children and adults, old people as well, I mean, they just have a blast with this thing.
Been a great success and continues to grow each year. Courtney, you are in a nice job at a wonderful place. Talk to me about what you're doing at St. Clair Wellness.
Yeah, at the St. Clair Wellness Center, we're doing some great things, really trying to promote to our members and the rest of the community just how to maintain a healthy, fit lifestyle. And we have lots of different opportunities to do so through spa services, through personal training, fitness classes, free orientations for members when they join, so we're really keeping up on that. Okay.
As Mr. Lockwood referred to at the beginning, it's important for people to be healthy, and you're going to be there. Will you have a display at the Whistles on the Water?
Yes, so we'll have a table set up down at Palmer Park.
Oh, okay.
And also what we're going to be doing that's unique this year that we haven't done in the past is we're going to have a demonstration of some exercises, specifically using a suspension training system called TRX.
Okay.
And we're going to have that hooked up down there, so we're going to be doing live demonstrations for the community and get some involvement with that and hopefully promote that to the public.
What is TRX?
TRX is a suspension training system that is multi-purpose. So you can use it, wrap it around a tree, you can put it in a door wedge, you can anchor it to a wall or a ceiling mount.
Wow.
And you can do total body workouts with just these straps. So it doesn't require any other equipment whatsoever, no free weights, machines, so it's just based on your body weight and your positioning.
Wow. Is that pretty new to the market? Is it a new concept?
Within the past probably 8 years. And we've been utilizing that at the Wellness Center for quite a few years now and really incorporating that with our training with our members and clients, and it's a big hit.
Okay. How many years you been there? About 12 now?
Not 8.
8 years?
8 years. And, the TRX, just to add a little bit to that, I mean, the TRX was invented by the military.
Oh.
And it was a means for soldiers to exercise in the field. Mm-hmm. So they can wrap this thing around the turret of a tank or the barrel of a tank, or here we can wrap it around a tree in Palmer Park or the guardrail along the river.
Wow.
And everything's based on vectoring, they call it, and your body weight.
Super.
So it's pretty interesting. We're looking forward to it.
Well, it should be great for people to see. Is it for adults only, or is it for children too?
No, it's for children as
Children
well.
too?
Anybody can use it.
Okay.
It's really low impact, and it's one of the things that you can self-adjust. So if it gets too hard, you just change the angle of the exercise, and it gets easier.
Okay.
So you don't have to quit. You just change the angle and continue.
September is around the corner. Have you got any specials coming up at the St. Clair Wellness that the public should know about? Any big discounts or?
No specific big discounts in mind right now, but we are always, as always, promoting our memberships, and we do have one-day passes where if you've never been to the facility before, you do get a complimentary pass, for the day, so you can come in, just sign up as a visitor, and you get the whole day for free. Check it out, see how you like the facility, and we'll go from there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Michael, have we missed anything?
No, I mean, one of the things we wanted to talk about was the mistakes people make when they train, and I'll let Courtney, because Courtney's a certified personal trainer, and her education is along physical fitness as well, so she's very well versed on the mistakes and tips that people can use for training.
Yeah, so one of the things, I have 4 things that I'll point out. One of the things that we see a lot of people do improperly is they come in and they don't do a warm-up when they come to the gym. So we stress that it's very important that you do a warm-up, nothing more than 5 minutes. Just hop on the bike, get on the treadmill, and just get your body ready to get in motion and be active. So that's one thing that can be a preventative thing for injury purposes. If you just warm your body up, get the temperature increased, and that can help with injury prevention from not having pulled muscles or tendons. So that's something that we try and promote to people to do, is start with a warm-up. Our second thing is to focus on your form. A lot of people, they may not focus on the form while they're going through their exercises, maybe on the machines or using free weights, and that's one thing that, again, is very preventative for injuries if you focus on it. And again, that leads us to our orientation, that when people sign up at the Wellness Center, we provide them a free orientation of the facility. So we show them all the machines, how to use the machines properly, so we can promote good form and not have to worry about people, wasting their time, essentially. If you don't have good form, you're most likely not able to do the exercises efficiently and properly. So that's something that we're trying to promote, as always. Also, tracking your progress. We see a lot of people sometimes wandering around and guessing which weights they used the last time, or how many reps should I do this time. And that's one thing that we really try and promote, is to track your progress. We have daily journals, and basically, it's a great way to utilize tracking everything that you're doing, so you can maintain steady progress and you can see exactly where you left off, so you know where to pick up the next time. And also, lastly, is don't do the same workout every time you come to the gym. So that's something that we see occur a lot, and we try and just promote it to people that changing it up doesn't hurt. So varying your exercises is going to cause you to not plateau, which a lot of people find to be very common in their routines, is they just come in, do the same thing, and it gets boring, honestly, and we don't want that. We want it to be fun and exciting, and so we promote and suggest every 6 weeks, roughly, change something in your routine. It doesn't have to be drastic where you change your whole routine, but
go backwards on a treadmill or something like that?
that you can try that. Just hold on. So just something to vary your exercises, so your body's constantly being challenged. If you're not challenging, you're not changing yourself. So we always want to promote you challenging your body. That way you see constant progress and it doesn't get boring. We want it to be fun. So we're always looking to have some fun ways and to exercise in there. And that's also, we promote personal training for people, because maybe they don't know how to change their workouts. So that's where I would come into play as a trainer, and I would help create workouts for you that's different, to constantly help challenge your body to make progress.
So exercise is just not the same old exercise anymore.
No.
There's lots of things involved.
There's lots involved, yep.
It looks like you really enjoy your work, too.
I do. It's a blast. We have a great staff at the Wellness Center, great people coming in the doors to work out, so we just have a ball every day.
Good, good. Courtney Heilman, and of course Mike Grover. Any final thoughts, sir? We salute you for helping Whistles on the Water and having that photo memory for everybody to take home. That's a great project. Worked
You're
out
welcome.
great.
We're happy to do it.
Michael, good to see you always.
You too.
Nice to have met you finally.
Thank you.
And,
You too.
We'll be back with our next guest in just a second. There's a nondescript building on Fredmore Highway, just across from Pine Shores Golf Course in St. Clair. It's called Kids in Distress, K.I.D.S. It's been there for a number of years, doing phenomenal work. Not good work, but phenomenal work. Last year, the number I have, and we'll revise it here in just a second, is they served like 17,000 kids in St. Clair County with clothes and shoes and jackets, et cetera, et cetera. To talk about an open house that they got coming up September the 25th, Friday night, is Brooke Nowakowski. Did I get it close enough?
Yes, you did.
Oh my God, that's great. Welcome to the Focus Set. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much.
You are an active volunteer for kids. Talk to me about you and talk to me about kids.
Well, I am actually a teacher in East China School District,
Okay.
and that's how I got involved with kids. Students in my own classes were serviced by Kids in Distress
Wow.
Services, so I wanted to get more involved. So
Right.
because they're open during the hours that I'm teaching,
Right.
I became a board member
Oh,
to
good.
become a part of Kids in Distress Services, and
That's
then I
a
do
quantum-
laundry and that on the
That's
side.
a quantum leap,
Yes.
you know. Become a volunteer and go right to the board.
Yes.
That's great. But you're helping do the laundry there too?
I do. On occasion, I take it home and do it over the weekend, that sort of a thing, because we always are behind on our laundry. Everything that kids gives out to children in need, everything is washed and cleaned before it's given out. Since it's donated, the items are donated, so everything is clean.
Let's back up a couple steps and say I'm brand new to the community. I've never heard of K.I.D.S. What is K.I.D.S.?
We exist so that no child will go without, and that's our motto. So that students in need, children in need, from birth to age 18 can come into our facility multiple times per year and receive an entire wardrobe for free. So they
Entire
are
wardrobe?
an
What-
entire wardrobe.
what
So that
is
would
an entire
include
wardrobe?
pajamas, socks, shoes, underwear, a couple different outfits, dress clothes, boots, and coats in the winter. So they could come in with nothing, and we could provide them with a wardrobe.
How do can they come? Can anybody come, or they're referred?
They
aren't
are referred, typically through school districts, churches, some of the community mental health programs, that sort of a thing. The families are referred, and they are allowed to come back multiple times per year for different seasons, that sort of a thing.
I can't remember off the top of my head how many years old K.I.D.S. is.
This is our 13th year.
13th year. And
Yes.
there's a wonderful woman by the name of Jane Robinson.
Yes, she started
who
our
started it.
organization.
And talk to me about Jane.
Yep, Jane started the organization out of her garage, actually. She had the opportunity that she had some foster children who she took in, and there was not a spot in the St. Clair area for her to get clothing or anything for the children. And so she thought of the idea, and it's been growing ever since.
It's just remarkable, and I know that there's now very good participation from organizations that like to help, are helping kids. But you've got a big open house coming up, the 13th annual, in fact, as we alluded to at the beginning, September the 25th, of Friday night. What's happening at this event?
Well, this is an awesome event. It's really grown over the past couple years. And on that Friday night at 6 o'clock, you can come in for $20. You get a commemorative wine glass or beer mug,
Okay.
and that's filled up throughout the night. There are hors d'oeuvres, there's entertainment by Johnny Needham,
Okay.
and the best of all, we have a live auction, a silent auction, and over 60 baskets that will be raffled off.
Wow.
A lot of the local businesses have been very generous in donating. We have local food that's donated, that sort of a thing, and it's just an exciting night.
Yeah, it will be. Johnny, he just shows up everywhere and entertains everybody. He's just so great that he does that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Live auctions always are great, baskets, raffles, much more, just a great event. How do I have to make a reservation ahead of time?
So there's a couple options. You can purchase tickets in advance from one of the K.I.D.S board members. You can actually go right to our location and purchase tickets for $20. You can buy tickets at the door, and there are quite a few tickets available at this point. We just kind of had started the sales of them, but it does sell out pretty quickly. So it would be a good idea to get them in advance.
Okay.
We only have so much space at Pine Shores.
Okay, talk to me about your other hat. You are in the East China School District. In previous years, you were a social studies teacher, but you told me you're going to be only Spanish this year?
Yes, last year I taught 5th grade social studies as well as Spanish. This year I will be teaching Spanish at Eddy Elementary, Gearing Elementary, as well as Spanish 1 at St. Clair Middle School.
Wow, you'll be busy.
So I have over 500 students.
I think you like it.
I do, I love it.
And Spanish, it's a universal word language now. I mean, they used to say you should take French. But
Right.
I think more people are taking Spanish now.
Yes,
okay?
definitely. It's the second most popular language in the United States, and so there's a lot of students that, as they learn Spanish and develop Spanish, maybe go on, if they start liking it at the elementary school and go on through middle school and high school, possibly into college, they'll have more career opportunities, that sort of a thing down the road with a second language.
How long have you been teaching?
This is my 10th year, my 9th year in East China Schools.
Wow, great, great. Well, it's an open house, September the 25th. The doors open at 6 o'clock, right across the street from Pine Shores. Can't miss it, and it's a wonderful evening, isn't it?
It is. Lots
Brooke,
of fun. Thank you so
very
much.
nice to meet you, and
Nice
good
to
luck
meet
on
you as
this,
well.
and good luck to K.I.D.S. They are always, it's a great organization, and we're certainly glad to help promote it. We'll be back with our next segment. We got a ballroom dancers coming up in just a second, too. Talk to you in a minute. Labor Day weekend in Lexington, Michigan is one that you should write down on your calendar and make sure you participate in. It is called Thumbfest.
Correct.
How many years is this?
This is the 14th year.
14th year, and joining us is Ruth Habaleski. Nice to see you.
Nice
Welcome.
to
You
see
are
you
the
too.
president of the Blue Water Folk Society. What a great
correct.
group. We've had Jenna Reed and Mr. Mercantont here over the years, and they've sung the praises and actually sang to us about the Thumbfest. So what's happening this year?
Well, this year we're going to have 11 venues. 6 of those are major stages, and then we have 2 workshops, a jam site, song circle, a dance hall, and we're going to have a family center activities with different things happening, and we're going to have vendors, crafters. There's a
Wow.
local town, where they have their shops and restaurants. So it's a fun time.
Is it all day, all weekend?
No, it's only on Saturday.
Only Saturday?
From 11 in the morning till 10 at night. And
It's a lot of activity in one
Yeah.
day.
And we have a bus shuttle, so people can go, because the stages are throughout the town.
Okay, what kinds of music?
We have many kinds of music. It ranges from acoustic to jazz to blues to gospel to country, Celtic, Americana, roots music, all different kinds.
And Jenna Reed and Mr. Mercantont will be there.
Yes, they will. They're one of our
Still
key,
running, I believe, is
Yes,
the name of their
and they
group.
will be performing. They're one of our, our key people in the association, and they will definitely be there.
And it's free.
It is free. We do ask for donations because that's how we are able to put the festival on. And we have sponsors like the Lexiington Downtown Development Authority is a key sponsor, and the Business Association has helped us with advertising. And then we have a lot of sponsors and volunteers run the festival.
Are you a musician yourself?
Unfortunately, I am not. I wish I was, but I'm a chief audience person, and the musicians need an audience, so I'm one of the key people there.
And that's a full-time job too.
Yes, it can be. It can be.
It's just, how do I get tickets?
Well, there are no tickets. You just come to Lexiington. You can stop in any time of the day. We're going to be there from 11 in the morning till 10 at night. The last half hour is a hootenanny down at the harbor. So people can sing, and the workshops, people can participate and jam with their instruments. It's a good opportunity for musicians and for families and anyone who's interested in music.
What other things does the Blue Water Folk Society do throughout the year?
We have a coffee house that starts in October, goes through March, and then we have a benefit concert in April, and it's at the Trinity Episcopal Church.
Everything is at the Trinity?
For the coffee house.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's located where, the Trinity?
It's right on the main street.
Oh, in Lexington.
On Lexington, and that is also free. We do ask for donations for coffee, and then we do Project Blessing where people can bring canned goods.
Are you looking for members for the Blue Water Folk Society?
We're always looking for members, and membership is $10.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Really?
a year. And we're going to have guitars for kids. This year we're going to give away 3 guitars for kids between the ages of 8 and 17. They have to fill out an application, and they'll get free instruction, guitar kit, and everything.
Oh, my God. That's fun. That's a good time to get them started learning.
Yes.
And well, you sound like you've got a great plan, Blue Water Folk Society and Thumbfest 2015.
Right.
What years? How many years have we been
This is
doing?
the 14th year.
14th year. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming. Have we missed anything?
We're going to have some great musicians, great acts coming, and we have some new people. Jill Jack, who's pretty famous in the Detroit area, she's going to be there with her band this year.
Great.
She hasn't been there before.
Great. Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations. Thanks for
Thank
keeping
you.
us informed on it. And say hello to Jenna and Mr. Mercantile.
I will.
And, tell them we missed them. We'll have them back to entertain us, too.
Yeah, that'll be
They're
great.
famous here in St. Clair. They were the Balladeer winners a couple of years in a row.
Oh, yeah, they have been, yes.
And Mr. Lockwood over there is responsible for all of that shenanigans. Well, that's later in the year, isn't it? Shenanigans. All right, we'll be back. We've got a special treat for you up. Have you ever thought about ballroom dancing? Well, we're going to hear about it and see it in the next segment. Therese Hawkins and the City of St. Clair Recreation Department has been having dancing for people from the ages of 2 or 3 years old up into 100 or so for years and years and years. And one of those performances is called Ballroom Dancing. We are very, very fortunate today to have an instructor, Dennis Maxwell. Welcome to the Focus Set. Nice to meet you, sir. Heard good things about you from Therese Hawkins, and understand that you've got some ballroom dance class coming up, and we want to tell the people about it, and then you're going to give us a performance with your best girlfriend.
Okay.
All right. Talk to me about your experiences in ballroom dancing and why people should be involved.
Well, I started with Arthur Murray. I actually started my first ballroom lesson when I was 12 years old.
Oh my God.
But when I graduated from high school, I needed a job to go to college, etc. And it was a good thing to do. So a friend of mine talked me into going down, and I ended up within 3 years before I got drafted going through my bronze and silver American style dancing. And then I got into the Gold International, and I earned my gold and gold bar in those 3 years. And I also took a 3rd place at a professional competition held at in the Detroit area at the Masonic Temple.
Beautiful building.
Beautiful building. I took a 3rd place there with a partner I'd only been dancing with for a few months. So we were planning to go again the next year, and I got drafted.
Oh my God.
When I came back, she was gone.
She was gone.
Yeah, but I came back and I worked with Arthur Murray again for a while, and I was very fortunate when I was in Detroit, I worked with Don Daronowski and his wife Mary. They were the dance directors at that time. And when I went to Flint, I worked with Jim Corrigan, who was a champion ballroom dancer from Scotland, and also Jarosław Stolasz, who was a champion from Poland.
Wow.
And
That's some real great
between the two
mentors
of
there.
them, yeah, between those two, I was very fortunate. That's the reason I got my gold and gold bars so quickly. I also, when I came out of the service, met my lovely wife, and she has been my dance partner ever since.
Ever since.
And so
And
she
she'll
knows.
join you later today.
Yes, and she is a big help in the classroom because she knows the man's part as well as the girl's part, knows how to lead and how to follow.
So you will be coming to St. Clair, and you'll have 2 sets of classes. You'll have a beginner class and an intermediate class. When is that all going to start?
September 16th.
Okay. And if I've never ever thought of ballroom dancing, is this the opportunity for me to get involved?
Yes, because the beginner class starts with the basics, and the intermediate class will take the basics a little further. In other words, the beginner class, usually we cover about half of the basic bronze. And then when we go to silver, or when we go to the next class, we cover the rest of bronze and start into silver. And this is a movement, upward movement. I have students at Grosse Pointe that are learning their gold now.
Wow.
In a class, which
Wonderful.
is amazing.
Yeah.
And I've been teaching them for 10 years.
Wow. So what do I have to do? I have to go see St. Clair Recreation to
St. Clair
register?
Department of Recreation, and that's down at the City Hall.
City Hall. And the classes will be on Wednesdays.
Yes.
And September the 16th through October the 20th, the dates are changing. And then again in November there's a second session.
Right.
So anybody can start,
Yeah.
and it's just fun.
Yeah, and if they are somewhat advanced, they can try out the intermediate class. So I can actually teach people that have taken lessons before.
Okay. And what is your thoughts on the famous television show, the current television show, Dancing with the Stars? Has that encouraged people to be involved?
It has. I think it increased the attendance at the different studios about 35%.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is. I'm not real happy with the way they're heading with their dancing because they're getting away from the standards.
Right, right. And the judges seem to be the same, have the same thought as you.
Yeah. You see it, yes.
Yeah. They're becoming more of a stage presenter, Las Vegas performance than a regular ballroom dance, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's take a short break. We're going to go over to our other set where you've got a little more room. You're going to meet with your aforementioned beautiful wife, and we're going to put a little music on and let you dance out for the end of the show.
Well, thank you.
Wonderful to have you along here. You did
My
it.
pleasure.
Okay. We're going to take a short little break, and then we're going to go to the other set over here, and they're going to do some ballroom dancing for us. We are back, and we are back over in our new fantastic dance studio here at CTV. We used to be a sports set, but we've decided to make it into a dance studio today. And we've got couple number 1, and they're going to perform for us. Do you want to talk? You want to lead into this at all?
Well, it's basically a bolero, which is a Latin dance of love.
The Latin dance of love. If Ed will hit the music, we'll all step out of the way and we'll let you dance. for our dancers. Did a great job, That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for coming, tuning in, and for dancing with us. Till next time, Paul Dingeman. See you soon. Thank you. Good job.
Tune in again soon for another episode of Focus. Make sure to check CTV out on www.watchctv.org or like us on Facebook.